Yeah, let's wing it.
Fang that thing like a chicken fang. I don't know. Just swanging it is important. Swang your thing like it ain't no thing. Welcome to Speedballin, the recovery podcast. I'm your host, the professor himself, Nico, alongside my co-host, the Pharaoh. Bow down, Pharaoh Josh. How are you, Josh?
I'm pretty good.
That's what I thought. I'd like to hear it. So, aside from the fact that you had me rolling on the floor last week, like, what? I don't know how you get half your stories in where you do, but, like, it's wild.
Yeah, well, I mean, basically my whole life, right, is just this huge blur of things that have happened. And it takes, sometimes when my memory gets jogged, I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember, and then I'll tell you the story. And the one you're specifically talking about was you were driving me home because it was a rainy day, and I couldn't ride the motorcycle, and I only got the motorcycle in the work car now that I scrapped my truck, which didn't work anyways.
Oh, wow.
Still processing that. But anyways, yeah, somebody cut you off really bad. And
Oh, yeah, wicked bad. That dude, he pulled right out in front of me with, like, maybe 2 feet of space. Lucky the other lane was open. I, like, laid on the horn and flipped that. Ooh, the F word almost just got said. I flipped him off.
real quick. Yeah, and you were really mad about that, and I was like, yeah, that's why I used to carry my car pool ball.
I was like, excuse me?
Yeah, I was like, I used to be a lot less mentally stable than I am now, and I used to carry a pool ball in my car specifically for instances like that where I could throw the pool ball, because I had to teach them a lesson.
Perfect solution, right?
Yeah. And yeah, so the funny part, like the actual story that I told you was, one day this lady merged me into a turn lane, like across 3 lanes of traffic. And I was kind of upset. I really wasn't like fuming yet. So I rolled my window down, and she had her window down. She was on her phone, and I was like, "Excuse me, ma'am, you've just merged me across 3 lanes of traffic, and I was trying to go straight, and now I have to do a U-turn, and turn and all that stuff." And she says on the phone to the person she's talking to, she's like, "Hold on just 1 second," and then she turns and looks at me, drops the F-bomb, hits me with a bird, and I was like, "Oh, F me? I'm going to give you a reason to say that." And then I start scrambling around looking for my car pool ball, which I couldn't find at the time, but I found a hot can of soda because it was summer in Florida. And I did like a hook shot over my car, and it busted her back window out, and the glass cut the can open, so hot soda is spraying all over the inside of her car. And yeah, so I ran the red light, hit an illegal U-turn, and then hit another U-turn and went about my merry way. And hopefully she learns not to just scream at people that are trying to be reasonable.
Well, didn't you drive by her and you could see her going, "Ah!"
No, before I busted the illegal U-turn, I could see her freaking out because there's hot soda spraying all over the inside of her car. Yeah.
You got to be prepared with either a pool ball or a hot can of soda.
Yeah, or a spark plug. Those work too.
What?
The porcelain, something about when the porcelain hits glass, it shatters it immediately.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I guess that works too.
You don't need the whole spark plug. You could throw the spark plug on the ground, and the white part on the spark plug, that's the porcelain, the ceramic. And those little pieces, you take one of those little pieces and you throw it at a car window, it will shatter it.
I feel like you know too much.
Yeah, sometimes I feel that way too.
But
what I was going to tell you though
is
that if you ever want to get like free pool balls like that, what you do is you go to like those quarter machines where you play pool for a quarter. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then you you pay the quarters, you get the pool balls, and then you put like 2 of them in your pocket, and then you got to go up to the guy and be like, "Hey, I put in money and not all the pool balls came out. So then he'll either give you your money back, so you got the pool balls for free, or he'll give you 2 new pool balls. That way it looks like the guy before you stole them.
There you go. Dude, you know how to work the system, man.
Yeah, dude, I used to be a scumbag.
I mean, shit.
Yeah, you don't forget stuff.
Did you throw any more pool balls at people?
I mean, I used to have like 1 or 2 in my car at all times, but once I got down to 1, I'd have to steal 1 or 2 more. But yeah, I've thrown a few, like maybe less than 10 though. I'm not gonna say I've thrown a ton of them.
We talking like denting cars or breaking windshields or like?
No, usually you throw them sideways, so you're busting out one of their windows, or you leave a dent on the side of the car. Yeah, like classic assault and destruction of property.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, no double jeopardy, so. I think you're safe.
Statute of limitations, buddy.
That too.
Yeah.
That would work. I don't know, what else have you done to get back at people in traffic other than use a pool ball, or was that like the main form?
No, now I'm more passive aggressive about it. Like if they cut me off really bad, I will cut in front of them, and then I'll slow down and keep pace with a slow car next to me, so that them and everybody behind them is punished now.
Oh, you make it a problem? Now it's everyone's problem.
And I got a clear straightaway in front of me, no cars in front of me for a mile, and I'm just smiling.
Isn't it just like the addicted mind to go, you know what? I'm going to make this everyone's problem now. I don't give a shit. Oh, you're late to pick up your kid at school? That sucks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that, and it's like a control thing, It's like I need to be the guy to teach this person a lesson.
Well, I mean, clearly they haven't learned a lesson, so.
Yeah. And the passive-aggressive way, people don't pick up on that.
No, because you got to be more direct with those idiots.
Then they just start thinking you're stupid, And I like that even more, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's funny.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I guess that would be funny, too. Like, just to be,
Like, bro, I know how to grow corn in a week.
Facts. Like, what do you even say to that in an argument? It's like, yeah, fuck you. I know how to grow corn in a week. Like, great. We were talking about how you cut me off in traffic, but
Yeah.
all right, that's respectable.
Yeah, that actually comes from another real story. How I cheated at the 5th grade science fair.
Hit me with it.
Well, so, like classic, addict and procrastination move. I didn't just develop, addiction. I was kind of always somebody who like procrastinated and all that stuff. So, in 5th grade, I was in the gifted program, and it's like for the smart kids. And me and the other 2 kids, we just procrastinated. And we were our science project, because you submit what you're supposed to do, and then halfway through the year your project's due. So we were like, we're gonna find out which soil grows the best. And spoiler alert, we picked Miracle Grow, so it's the best. But yeah, we just went to the store and got a can of corn.
Can of corn, I'll be fine.
And then we took three mason jars of dirt. By the way, the exact same dirt. We didn't even go and get different dirts like we said we were going to.
You just label them properly.
Yeah, you just label it. It's dirt out of the yard, but it says Miracle Grow on it. Back then, we had Polaroid cameras, so we could get the picture right when we took it. And you just take a picture with all of them in there, and then you cut the corn, and you go out in the yard and you pull up some weeds, and then you stick the roots in there, and you take another picture, and then you open up the jars, and then you actually put a weed in there with the corn husk cut in half, so it looks good. And yeah, we won 5th place for that out of the whole school.
What won first place?
I can't remember. It's all about me, Nico.
You know what? That is true.
Yeah.
Man, who were you dumping on at the restaurant? Like earlier, you were like, man, I can't imagine these people. I'm trying to remember who you were dumping on.
I don't ever dump, bro.
No, not in.
I know. I can't remember.
No, you're saying something about that, and then I was like, yeah, I guess there's worse things in life.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was messed up. The you ever seen you've seen the video where the people they like dig this tiny little canal through the beach, and it connects like the river to the beach, and the river flows through and erodes the beach line away.
Makes a really killer wave, though.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like you've ruined like what 1,000 years of progress to make that sandbar, so that you can surf for a couple of hours.
I mean, yeah, but like, wouldn't it just naturally go back to the way it was, or do you have to like fill that in?
I mean, I don't know. They may either have to fill it in, or, I mean, because like the way water works, it still is just going to continue to cut it. It'll get bigger and bigger and bigger over time.
Oh, well, I mean, I feel like I've seen worse things in life. Like people have done like way, way worse things.
Yeah, like rape. But still,
Okay, all right.
doesn't mean it's okay.
No. Okay, 0 to 100 real quick.
In fact, hold on. Let me.
No, not the same.
Let me argue it this way. Rape doesn't affect the ecosystem for hundreds of years. Okay? That arguably, if you wanted to, you could make it sound like it's worse.
You're making it sound pretty bad already. It sounds pretty awful.
Yeah, destroying the ecosystem that takes hundreds of years to develop, ruined it for future generations, just like rape.
I mean, it definitely ruined. You know what? No, I'm not speaking on this subject. That's wild.
Terrible.
Yeah, it's a horrible, horrible thing. Not condoned, but I didn't know we were going to be comparing things to that today. Welcome to the show. Oh, how did you said you could prove that you aren't racist?
Yeah, well, I mean, I am racist,
No.
but only when it's funny, right? But how I know,
I don't know how that's different, but
I mean, everyone's racist, all in good fun.
I mean, I like Theo Vaughn said, I got flare-ups in traffic, but
Yeah, but like I know for sure that I'm not hateful racist because it was yesterday or the day before I was playing Skyrim and I was like not gonna join the Stormcloaks.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean if you haven't played Skyrim, you don't know, but the Stormcloaks, they're Nords and they're racist. I was like, I can't help this, completely fake group of people take over Skyrim because they're hateful and racist.
How dare they?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not doing an evil run through either, so.
No. And even if I was doing an evil run through, then I would just take over the Imperials and like make Skyrim worse, but still not by race. I would kill everyone equally. Even on my evil run through.
Okay.
Not racist.
I can't speak to that. I just I don't know. I just was like conflicted choosing vampires or werewolves, but like
Oh, werewolves all the way, bro, because then you don't get any of the negative buffs.
yeah, I know. I was like, you get a ton of negative buffs for being a vampire,
Yeah.
and so I don't know. I still think people would have a problem with that.
What? Joining the Stormcloaks?
Yes.
Nah, white supremacists join Stormcloaks.
Oh, okay. So Nazi KKK people.
And well, basically anybody that's racist.
So that's how you can tell if someone. That's how we measure it nowadays.
Yeah, if you're like, hey, Stormcloaks are Imperials, and they say Stormcloaks, that secretly they're a very hateful, racist person. Yeah. It's like how the liberals think that all white people are racist. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Everyone who picks Stormcloaks.
It's
racist.
like it's funny. Like if there's the white liberals will actually go out and pick partners that are not of the white race because they just have such white guilt. They're like, no, I have to interbreed because it's racist if I don't. And I'm like, that's wild. You're gonna be. If that's the reason you're getting married, like
That's racist.
that's racist, and you're gonna be miserable.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what a horrible way to have to choose a spouse.
Yeah, and it's kind of I don't like how it's like the main focus of everything, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be the main focus of anything.
That's why I like to really turn that around on that black and white cartoon.
Oh, yeah. Back to last week.
Whoa, hold on, that's misogynist.
No. It's the wrong kind of hateful. You got to get it right. Make sure.
I had all down votes on that whole thread until I got to that comment.
Exactly.
And then nobody's ever replied to that. I guess I was right in that.
I guess Reddit determined you were correct.
Yep.
You know too much. You know too many things. I don't understand.
It sounds like you're almost already done with. You've had enough Josh conversation for today.
No. I'm trying to get more. I just wow. Like all right. So Josh is sober now, right?
Yeah.
If he's to replace his addiction with something that's not drugs or alcohol, what is it?
I'm still trying to find that. Because, you know, like I have this weird ability to just absorb random facts that I don't get to control what my brain retains or not. And if I can figure out a way to change that to like something more profitable or lucrative, I would be rich.
I mean, yeah, you could be your own wiki.
Yeah,
almost.
I could make my own wiki, and then anything I don't know, I just make up.
Yeah, I mean, like your whole philosophy on St. Nicholas, but
yeah,
you know,
patron saint of hookers,
which is incorrect. But
yeah.
And I will correct that every time. I got a little too close to the mic on that one, but it's okay. But yeah, no, you're just so full of random knowledge. What other random facts do you have for me?
I mean, you can't really put me on the spot like that. That's why you're always constantly learning new stories about me.
I know, because I'm always like, where is this coming from? Like, tell me a story about like your most recent encounter with a lizard.
Oh, with a lizard?
Yeah. I mean, you're a bug man.
Really, not too many lizard. I'm not looking for those. You know, it's Florida. They're going to be everywhere. But I do know the difference between lizard poop and rat poop because they're the same size.
See?
Yeah. So it's like I go out to a call and they're like, I think I got rats. And I'm like, nah, that's just lizards. They're like, how do you know? I'm like, do you want me to explain it to you?
Yes. I do.
You want to know?
I do.
Okay. Well, lizards poop and pee out of the same hole. So when you see a turd, right, if the tip of it's white, that's bleached from the pee. So, it's a lizard poop.
And I learned something today.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're about the same size as mouse turds. Yeah.
They're the same size?
Yeah, lizard turds and mouse turds, yeah.
Oh.
Rat turds are way bigger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That
I mean, unless you're in South Florida and you got those iguanas.
What? Oh, yeah, iguanas, when it goes below freezing, they fall out of trees.
Yeah, I know. I tell people that aren't from here, like, hey, at least we don't have to worry about the fallen iguanas in the wintertime. And, like, it blows people's minds.
No, that's a real thing. I used to live down there. That's a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you're like, where does this... That's a frozen... Okay, all right.
A lot of people don't know that Florida is home to the only species of American saltwater crocodile. People think that the United States doesn't have crocodiles, but South Florida does, in the Everglades.
Yeah, it was just south of where I was.
Yep.
I mean, that's all. That's you see them all on the... Oh, speaking of lizards.
There he is.
Oh, flexing the neck.
He's getting ready to drop a poop.
Is that what that means?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that's to attract a mate.
See, even when he doesn't know, he just makes it up.
Yeah. Like, is that true? No, this is the real reason they do it, though.
Exactly. That's a mating call. Isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Alligators on Alligator Alley. You ever been down that road?
Yeah.
I've been down that road messed up out of my mind, going back and forth from the Hard Rock in Miami.
Nice.
A couple of times.
My stepdad used to have a caiman. You know what a caiman is?
No.
It's basically a crocodile from the Cayman Islands. They don't get big. They only get like this big.
Okay.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 feet. But yeah, I remember whenever they would get drunk, like sometimes that thing would get loose.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, yeah.
That doesn't sound safe at all.
No, no. But I just close the door and start playing Street Fighter with my brother.
Well, as long as the door's closed, I guess,
Yeah,
right?
you just hear him hit the door chasing a bird that's also loose.
Why is there a bird that's also loose in there?
You know, Nico, after I close the door, I don't think
It's
about
not
it.
your problem, I guess. I mean, that's a fair way to think about it, but like, what else was running around out there?
I don't know. They would get drunk, fight, and then like animals would get loose.
That sounds like a drunk zoo.
Well, yeah. You don't. I never told you how many animals we grew up with.
No.
We had 30 snakes, 9 birds, 11 fish tanks, the caiman, monitors. We had iguanas, a bearded dragon. I had a rat that I named Terminator because he ate his way out of my snake.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did the snake die?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know if that kills a snake or not.
That was a $300 snake.
Oh.
It took me a long time to save up for him, too. Yeah. 2 of the snakes were over 10 feet long, and one of them broke out and climbed through the vents and came over me in my sleep when I was like, I don't know, 9.
And just woke you up?
Yeah, I woke up. I thought I was having a nightmare, but then in the morning they were like, we can't find the snake, and there was a hole in my screen where I had busted out.
Oh.
Yeah.
You see, that's why I don't have those kinds of animals. Like,
Yeah. And then the other one bit my stepdad, and I was standing there, and he just like wrapped up his foot, and his foot blew up and turned purple because it was, wrapped up by a 10-foot ball python.
yeah, lacking blood flow.
Yeah.
Well, what is it with addicts and all these wild animals?
I don't know. Exotic. Yeah.
I feel like we get the worst ideas.
Yeah. Well, after they kicked me out, and I moved in with my dad, he got his venomous snake license. He had an albino cobra.
Wow.
Yeah, and they got another dog and gave that dog my room.
You lost your room to a dog.
Yeah, he was a Doberman. He's a big dog. He needed a room.
Yeah. Fair enough, but
Yeah.
still, that's wild. That's almost like dropping 10 cars in a bus.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Like that just blows my mind all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I made it.
Somehow, I don't know how, but somehow.
Yeah, not even too many, like, real injuries from those. Always low-speed collisions.
How low speed?
Usually they always hit you while you're in the crosswalk. Like, they'll stop at a red light, and they'll go to turn and look to make sure no traffic's coming, but they don't look this way to make sure there's no people in the crosswalk. And then they hit you.
Okay, so it's like,
Or in the entrance to a business. If I'm skateboarding, they can't judge your speed as well as they can judge someone who's walking or bicycling.
5 to 10 miles an hour-ish then.
Yeah, and then they take you out.
How fast was the bus going?
Oh, the bus was at a stop. It did the same thing. That was trying to get onto a 45-mile-an-hour road, and they looked one way to make sure that there was no cars, and my roommate was in front of me, so he passed them, and I guess they just assumed there was only one person on a skateboard, and then she just turned the wheel and stomped the gas and pushed me out into traffic. I almost got hit by a motorcycle doing 50.
Ooh, that
Yeah.
would have been more
Yeah.
painful.
Yeah, it shook me up.
Shook.
Yeah, I didn't skateboard for like, I don't know, a couple days after that.
A couple days is nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
Sounds like you got over that pretty quick.
yeah. Well, I mean, I live in the right here, right now.
That's true.
I'm addicted to fentanyl.
I'm about to go through withdrawal. Where's my shit?
Yeah, I need to skate over here real quick.
Oh man. Yeah, like it's interesting too, the fellowship you have now compared to like the people we were hanging out with. Like,
Yeah.
So you're hanging out with the people like back in the days of addiction, right? And those people are usually pretty sketch.
Yeah, and I mean, towards the end of my addiction, it was dwindling off to where I really didn't leave my house or have many friends. And now it's like I only accumulate more friends.
Yeah, I had like a handful, and like people who just were around the drugs all the time. Mm-hmm. Like the people that were just around the drugs, it's like none of those relationships were legitimate. And like some of them would over fake it, you know? It was so fun. Like, 'cause this is one, there was like an actor guy around that was come around and he does a bunch of Christmas stuff. And like, he's an old timey, drives one of those old car things for like a tour. He was mad fiending, always buying like balls and stuff. But if he was hanging around, he'd always be like, "Hey man," like the fakest, like I'm like so interested in you, like blah 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 blah. And I'm like, and you can just tell. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Are you doing this right now? Like you're not on a tour, dude. You're
works.
buying drugs.
It works on some people.
Yeah, I'm like, just like, yeah, that's great. You know, good for you. I mean, you're a nice guy, but I don't care to tell you about my life. Like, I don't care to hear about your life either. And you're always telling me about this like weird shit that you got going on. You live in like a mostly garage house with cars in it, and then your room is the size of this office. I don't understand what's happening in your life right now. So what? Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Like I don't really care about what you're talking about right now. Just get your shit and get out.
Yeah.
Like why?
Unless you're gonna start breaking out lines,
I
you
know.
need to leave.
Yeah, which rarely happened with that one. There were people that would hang around and they'd be like, "All right, let's like I just bought this. Let's chill, you know, and you know I want to talk to you and like we're, you know, doing drugs
Yeah.
and you know fellowship."
Yes.
But it's not really good fellowship. Anyhow, we like those people were cool with me. Like I'd be like, all right, sweet, you know, you're kind of genuine. It was the ones that were like, ugh, I couldn't stand the ones that like I could tell were like fake.
Yeah, I mean, I guess some people don't understand that it's a business transaction, you know, and they think they have to be friendly.
Yeah, like you think you have to be friends with this. Like, no, you don't. Like
No.
don't get me wrong, it helps. But
Yeah.
like if you're literally just there and leaving, like you don't have to hang
No.
around. You're not obligated.
Right.
Although my guy did kind of like make you feel a little obligated sometimes because he'd get like, oh, just hang around. I want to have people around.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I had a guy who he told me that if I come over to expect to hang out for at least 30 minutes because he didn't want the cops knowing.
see, that's different. Like,
Yeah.
you know, 30 minutes is one thing. I'm talking hours here.
Oh no, yeah.
So like, you know, an hour and a half, 2 hours, I'm like, I want to go home. Like I was here for a reason and now I would like to leave, but now I feel trapped. And, you know, my goals are now being squashed by time.
yeah.
It's just
I got moves to make.
I've got shit to do and it's in my pocket. So, but now it's nice because time management is way better and I actually have plans. Kind of. Sometimes I still do things sporadically,
Yeah.
but like the habitual stuff that I do with the fellowship and AA community, stuff like that, like going on Saturdays and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like doing that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I meet some cool people there. Like,
Yeah, we had a couple of new guys that had just gotten out of rehab recently.
yeah.
And one was in a sober house, the other one was somewhere else. But they came out and fellowshipped, and it was really cool to see. You know.
Yeah, one of them had my sponsor too. I was like, that's
Yep.
hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah, which glad to see. I saw him yesterday or Friday. No, yesterday. He's doing a lot better, so that's good.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like it was just the move that got him all crazy. but-
Yeah, when you shake up somebody's routine or you shake up their, place of living, a lot of people don't handle that well.
Change, yeah.
Yeah, change.
Some people don't handle change very well at all. Like I can change on a dime. I don't care. I'm like, you know what? This is happening now. All right, I'm with it. This is happening now. All right, I'm with it. Like I'll adjust to it as long as it's not terrible. Like
Right.
I'm not like if it's not gonna kill me. I'm like, all right, I gotta adapt to this way of life now. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with most stuff. It's like major life changes. Or if I say I'm gonna do something, like I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start going to this meeting every week. I'm not gonna do that.
No, yeah,
I
like
have to just be like, okay, I'm gonna go today, and then
has to happen on the spot.
yeah, and then the next week I have to be like, all right, hey, that meeting's here. I'm gonna go again, and then usually after like the third or fourth week, I can safely say I'm now gonna go to that meeting every week.
Yeah, They're like, as soon as you make it the proper habit,
Yeah.
you get
I
it
can't
done.
set a routine. I have to fall into a routine. That's the way I describe it.
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's one way to do it, but it's not like the only way. So
No, some people can set a routine. Some people can be like, I'm going to do this and then just do it. I've never been like that. I mean, like, I just told you about how I grew corn in a week,
yeah,
you know?
I don't understand that at all. Like, I don't know what my weird skills and talents are, but
Is it cheating? Or getting free pool balls to throw at cars when you're irate?
plotting to get pool balls to throw at cars. No, I don't think that would be my specialty. My specialty would probably be, I don't know, listening,
Great listener.
I guess. Because, I mean, people always come to me with their shit.
Yeah. A lot of people come to me with problems too, and I love it because it just reminds me of like,
Oh, man, I don't got it so bad.
yeah.
That's nice. I don't have to deal with that problem right now.
Right.
Because that,
Or I have dealt with that problem.
oh, it's like, yeah, been there, bro. That sucks.
Yeah.
Awful. Just awful. But, I mean, it just reminds me that I'm glad to not be in that place anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I'm like, oh, there's a little less excitement. And, like, last night, for example, I got home after dinner, after the meeting and after dinner, and I did fucking homework.
Oh, wow.
Like, I did homework.
I've never been a homework guy.
I got home, I did statistics homework, and I did another class's homework where I had to, like, complete this thing.
I have never been a homework type person. And even to this day, I think homework is kind of fucked up. It's like you pay to go to school.
Yeah, well,
Then do the work at school.
that's what I think too. But I'm taking online classes too, so those are like on me.
Those ones is understandable.
Yeah, so I was doing some online class homework.
Okay, so technically it wasn't homework, it was just online classwork.
Yeah,
I can
guess.
justify that.
Yeah, see, yeah, look at that. Jump through the hoops. Jump
Yeah.
through the hoops.
Yeah.
Some of them are flaming. Some of them are huge.
Yes.
It's like you can choose to be impressed, or you can choose to smoke. I don't know. I couldn't come up with anything on the spot. My brain blanked. I had a brain blast fart.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, brain zaps. I get those all the time. Well, brain zaps is withdrawal from
Oh, dude.
Wellbutrin.
Yeah, well, I'm not withdrawing. Oh, shit. That's right. I haven't taken those yet. I'm off my meds.
I haven't taken my Wellbutrin.
It's funny because I actually take that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't stop.
No, it's
You got to slowly
that with a
wean off of those.
yeah. Well, I'm like 450.
I don't know anything about. I've never been on psych meds. I just know that like when you're dope sick, you're going through withdrawal from heroin. It's not like you all of a sudden become like manic and think that you're God.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
But those high highs and those low lows are really high and really low.
Yeah, and then when you're on like a psych med like that, it can be worse.
It can be.
Yeah.
For me, it like got better.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm talking about when you just stop taking them.
Oh, when you
worse.
stop taking them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's worse than when you before you started taking them.
I know. Like my parents keep asking me, like, when are you gonna stop having to take that? I'm like, I don't think that's how that works.
Some people don't. Some people never stop taking it. Some people do. Some people wean off.
Look, I mean, if it's working, it's working. If it's not killing me, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like,
And I mean, like once you get more stable and you got all your other things in order and you've got less things that you're dealing with, like you're not going to school, you've been sober for multiple years, so you're kind of in a routine with that, when you get to like just regular like work and stuff like that, then you can talk to your doctor about dropping a little bit and seeing how that works out.
yeah.
It's not like a thing that you can just stop.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. He recently asked me how my sleep was. Like, you getting enough sleep? You sure you're sleeping all right? And I'm like, are you leading me down the path to, like, sleep meds? Like, because
Yes.
no, I'd sleep fine.
Yeah.
I'm good. But
Unless you're going to give me Ambien and I can fight against the sleep and hallucinate.
he definitely would not do that. It would,
What? That's the whole point of Ambien.
it's like-
they say it's for sleep, but it's actually to fight through the sleepiness and then
I
hallucinate.
mean, what do people take? Like trazodone? Is that one of them?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, trazodone is it lowers your blood pressure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all it does. It does, and that the side effect of low blood pressure is sleepiness.
Huh.
So yeah, that's all of those different medications that they have in like detoxes and stuff like that. Like that's what they do.
Just a lot of lower blood thinners.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, because we've got like an old guy there, and his medicine depends on what his blood pressure is, because it's either his blood pressure is either like 158 to 160 over like 110, which is ridiculous,
Yeah.
or it goes all the way down to like 108 over 50. It's crazy. I'm like, how? Why is it just two extremes? Why isn't it one of the? Like, we can't balance it out somehow. I feel like we.
No,
could
he's
figure
an
it out.
addict. Even his blood pressure's extreme.
Oh, he's a cool guy though. I like him.
Yeah.
You know, it's cool.
Yeah, addicts are extreme. I remember in a meeting one time, this guy was he was saying how he got hit by this car, and he's like, "Well, actually, it was an SUV. Actually, it was a lifted suburban SUV, and it was fully loaded.
It was actually a monster truck.
It went from Ford Fiesta to monster truck by the end of the sentence, you know?
Really quick.
Yeah.
Oh, the addicted mind and its capabilities.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, it's like a superpower, right?
It really is, yeah. A lot of addicts that get clean become very successful.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not very successful or anything, but it's only been 1 year.
Yeah, it's only been 1 year. Like, I mean, for me, it's only been 2 years. I went from like living in my car sniffing fentanyl to, you know, driving a company car, making more than the sober house guy.
Mm.
So,
You know, I think it's ironic that your company's name is also like a slang term for wigging out.
yeah.
That's God
Yeah.
has a sense of humor. I
sure?
like to think.
I never liked to do that though.
No, bug. No.
No. No, I never liked to I was never a speed 'em up kind of guy, you know?
Yeah, I guess so. It
Yeah.
was more of a.
Yeah, my brain's already like 0 to 100, and like I had to tranquilize myself. That's why I was an alcoholic, and then I graduated to opiates and other sedatives.
Yeah. Then you had to make other financial decisions.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a financial responsible move.
Other people's prescriptions are expensive.
Let me just do heroin.
There we
Way
go.
cheaper.
Streets, man.
And it's better for your liver because it doesn't have all the acetaminophen in it. Everyone knows that.
That's some solid rationalizing right there.
Mm-hmm.
Very impressive. Very impressive.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can make anything sound good. I one time made a sales pitch for herpes.
I remember you've done that before.
Yeah.
On the show. I don't know what episode to reference, but it's definitely somewhere.
Oh, the suicide sales pitch, yeah.
Yeah, the suicide sales pitch was one.
Yeah. Does your entire family hate you? Even your dog.
What would your sales pitch for like Scientology be?
I mean, probably the same one for herpes. You know, you just gotta you reword a couple of things. You know, you get to join a very exclusive club that not very many people get to understand, and you get to have a brotherhood. You know, if you want to be a part of something bigger than yourself, get herpes or join Scientology.
What a sales pitch.
Yeah,
I'm all about it.
everyone wants to be a part of something bigger than them. You know.
Especially the way you receive herpes.
Yeah.
That's something bigger than you for sure.
Way more fun than getting Scientologied.
Exactly. Ooh, I have to go get the thing to review.
Oh, okay.
Keep them entertained for a moment.
Like how though?
Figure it out.
It's just gonna be dead air. I don't know what to talk about. Well, I guess we're gonna bring back the review section. And I wonder what it's going to be, because there's been multiple times that Nico has tried to poison me with the product to review. And then, of course, there was the Zevia, surprisingly delicious. Zevia, if you're listening, I'd be more than happy to write an advertisement for you. Oh, Moxie? It's Roxy with an M. Distinctively different.
I ordered that soda a month and a half ago. It took a month, and it said it would be here in a week. It took a month and a half to get here, and it arrived in a like put back together package, and the box that like the regular 12-pack of sodas.
Yeah.
The box was split in half. So
nice.
You might need to tap the opener on that one a little bit.
Really weird. I like the guy that's shaming you on the.
Well, the old saying is the girls will think you're foxy if you guzzle down your moxie.
Was that really their?
That was an old saying, yeah.
How old is this soda?
It's a Maine thing. I'm like really interested to see.
Gentian root extractives. Not even extractives.
Whatever that means.
I mean, the list of ingredients is way short. What does this taste like? All right, I'm curious. Let's figure it out. Let me drink this.
Clear the palate.
I think that's actually the opposite of clearing the palate.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was like, maybe not quite clearing the palate.
Yeah, so Moxie, distinctively different, with a guy pointing at you. That
Show
you
the
would
can.
probably, yeah, you would see this guy in your nightmares, right on the side of the can. Nice. Okay. Oh, it's full again? Yeah. So nobody got to see that.
No, but that's okay. They'll hear it.
It smells almost like birch.
Like birch?
Yeah, or like the sarsaparilla or birch beer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's got that. I don't know. No, that's fine. It's just like minty root beer. It sucks.
Keep drinking it.
Oh, is it like dill pickle chips?
Yeah, like it grows on you.
Oh, okay. It's like, yeah, when you eat a dill pickle chip, you're like, this kind of tastes like throw up. And then like 10 seconds later, you're like, I want another one.
You got to give it a minute. But and then you also had the Celsius like right before it too.
No, I mean, it still sucks. No wonder it's only in Maine.
Yeah, it never really made it out of like the New England area.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. You got to be a weirdo to drink that shit.
Well, I mean,
The marketing of the guy shaming you. And, yeah.
I mean, we haven't had a review here on the show in a while either.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad we brought it back because I was like, I bought this and I was like expecting it to show up a long time ago, and it just random. I'm like, all right, I guess it's lost. I didn't even bother to like try and get my money back.
I mean, I guess they do have something going for them because, like, you know how there's an aftertaste to things, and this one has like an aftertaste. Like now, right now, the back of my tongue tastes like the inside of a Burger King trash bin. Right? So it's disgusting, which makes me want to drink more to wash that flavor out of my mouth.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, they got something.
They got something there.
It's pretty sinister.
Yeah.
I respect the game. I'm not going to fall for I'm falling for the trap. I got to wash that flavor out with more. Yeah, it's not pleasant, though.
It's not getting any better.
Mm-mm.
You have to finish the whole can, though.
I probably will.
Yeah, you usually finish everything except for the canned asparagus.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's basically that all that dead air. I didn't know what to really talk about, so
Yeah, I'm wondering, what did you talk about?
I said we were bringing back the review for this episode, and I was wondering what it was going to be because you've tried to poison me so many times.
Yeah, but I mean, this was just something unique.
Yeah, it's gross.
It is. It's. I like it actually. I
Yeah.
like the soda.
I bet you do.
I haven't had it in a while though.
Try it now.
Yeah.
Still like it, huh?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just like I remember.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess
I'm telling you, it grows on you.
I guess when you grow up in toxicity and trauma, you learn to like that. So why not gross soda? you know? Reminds me of the good old days. At a simpler time.
Simpler times, Josh. Simpler times.
That's why I drink a Capri Sun after I've been researching conspiracy theories. Yeah, I'm researching conspiracy theories. The world's not making sense. Things just seem crazy. You start getting a little paranoid. And then you got to drink a Capri Sun and you bring it back,
Brings you back to reality.
You're like, oh, yeah.
Exactly. All right, I think that makes for a good show, though. Thank you for watching or listening to the Speedballin' Recovery Podcast. Remember, the girls will think you foxy if you guzzle down your moxie. I'm Professor Nico. That's Pharaoh Josh. Today's word of the day is Arctic.
There it is.